Hello everyone, Tech1421 here. Welcome back to another MCPVP hardcore games, the Hunger Games, whatever you want to call it. This was a very fun little game that I played with Shane, also known as Mark Plays, and his channel link will be in the description. I played a few games with him recently. I've been playing a lot of games actually with him recently, and we've had some really fun ones. This was one of the more, I guess, exciting gameplays that we played, and you'll see some pretty great clips from this one. And in this one, I was trying to get some more clips for a Stomper montage that I'm going to be doing soon. I've been working on getting a lot of clips recently for my Stomper montage, and the goal of this one, we wanted to get a clip near that giant sword. I wanted to stomp on someone near that sword and add it somewhere in my montage. Unfortunately, though, we didn't get a stomp near that sword, but luckily, we got a really awesome boost stomp, is I guess what I'm going to be calling it, is a stomp, a boost, amazing boost stomp. I made a quick clip of the actual clip early this week, I think a few days ago when I upload this, and if you want to check out that video with music and I slow mode the clip and all that, go ahead and check that out. That is quick clip number 188. It's called, I guess, Amazing Boost Stomp or something like that. And yeah, I've never heard of a boost before, as far as when you are trying to get boosted by a player. I've done it before when we're trying to catch up to people, but I've never even thought about doing that in the air to try to get closer to someone. So you'll see the clip eventually in the game. It was pretty awesome. We get separated at the very beginning of the game. You might have noticed I end up dying. I did have MVP, however, so I managed to respawn, and eventually I find Shane, and we go back to this giant sword that we found to try to get a stomp, and I was making some branches off of our little base so I can jump in all kinds of directions based on where the enemies come from, but no one really comes. We were waiting there for a good 10 minutes or so, and eventually the feast does spawn. So I guess the thing that we do, the strategy that we did, was I would go down and get a bunch of dirt, he'd ender mage me back up, and we just kind of go to the feast from here. My plan was that we would just jump down and get enough dirt to pillar up at the feast, but we didn't do that. We ended up like traveling there by just building blocks and going over there. So it took a while. We were late to the feast. You see it begins right now, and we are within, I want to say, 100 blocks or so, but we still have a little ways to go. We run to someone else's little Stomper tower, whatever their sky base, and we eventually find the feast. So we are very close. At this point, it's been about 2 minutes since it started, so there's probably at least a few people, maybe 1 or 2 people there that we're thinking of. So we go over there and we only see one person, which is great, because if you see a team of people, it's kind of hard to stomp on them. Even though we are Ender Mage Stomper, it's kind of a hard, it's hard to, at least when you kill one of them, to try to kill the entire team, unless you get a double kill, because yeah, it just makes things difficult once they actually know your strategy, know you're there. But here is the amazing boost stomp, and I land right on the chest. I kill him. Oddly enough, earlier on when I was recording for some of my clips, I was landing directly in between all the chests, and I did that about 3 times in a row. So I did not want to miss the chest this time, because in the previous times I did it, I fell right in between the chests, and they're up on a higher level than me on top of the chests or on the enchantment table like I am right now. And yeah, it was just really unfortunate that I missed them earlier, but I was really lucky there. I was unfortunate. I was fortunate enough to land directly on him, get the stomp. We get all the materials from the feast eventually, and I give him an extra set of armor. We had no armor going in, so we eventually, get all this armor and divvy it up, and there was only 1 piece of diamond armor at the feast. We had 2 diamond swords, not sure if they were at the feast or not, because it is pretty common to be able to get diamond swords nowadays with all the chests out in the open, and a bunch of them have, diamonds in there, as well as there's diamond blocks you can find on the map too, that you get you 9 diamond if you break it up. So we were pretty unhappy with the way all the stuff was in the chest. There weren't too many materials. Sometimes at some feasts you'll find like 3 times the amount of armor that you need. So this was not one of those times. We did not really get anything. We kill someone right there. They had 5 iron on them, so he's gonna make me a helmet, and then I will have full armor at least, and it will eventually enchant it and all that. So because we do have the enchantment table, But if we do end up running into a team, we're not really at a huge advantage, even though we won the feast. So kind of unfortunate there, but we are going to find a team of 3 right here, and they have an enchantment table. So we run in before they can really organize and set up some kind of a scheme to try to kill us. And I hit one guy with the lava. He's just inside the lava right there and is about to die from the fire, which is great. And I hit another guy with instant damage potion, and pretty much Shane just takes care of the rest. I almost die from the poison potion that I hit myself with, and I wasn't quite sure of the logistics of that because on my screen I felt like I threw it forward, but somehow it splashed right into me instead of splashing into the other guy. Yeah, it is what it is. We get the kills. So now there's only 3 people left, including the two of us. So now we have to try to figure out how to kill this guy in this giant tower. I volunteer to go up as he tries to figure out a way into the lava and try to Ender Mage him down. And I just kind of went along the perimeter of him. I didn't want to go too close to his tower because that's probably what he wants us to do. He wants us to hit us into the lava. And at that point, there's not really much we can do. I ended up falling off here on accident. I guess I didn't shift all the way. And I saw that he had some TNT, so I have to be careful about him dropping that on us. But for whatever reason, he drifts off onto my little tower, and this makes it so that we can actually knock him, we can actually Ender Mage him down and not have to worry about the lava. So that's what I did. I call Shane over. I'm like, hey, buddy, come over here. He's not in the lava anymore, and we can Ender Mage him down. So he comes running over, and we Ender Mage him down, and now it's pretty much let's just kill him. And he tries to set us on with some TNT. I try to put lava on him, and Shane just hits him right into the lava. So pretty awesome. Now it's down to the final 2, and the question is, what do we do for the final fight? And we actually got a mod in here to try to help set up a spleef arena. And as we were trying to get the mod in here, I was taking target practice with my arrow, shooting into the sky. It reminded me of that one game called, I think it's like, I forget the name, but you try to hit like birds up in the sky, and you try to hit people with the arrow. It's like Arrow Man or something. It's not a complicated name. I forget what it is though. And we have the spleef arena right here, and I'm not very good at doing anything involved with spleef or whatever. But that was still fun. That was a really fun game. He ends up winning. Shane wins that. Again, channel link in the descriptions. And he was Ender Mage. And we got a really awesome clip for my montage. So that's pretty cool. And also I made it as a quick clip too. So if you want to check out that, check out his channel. I think I covered everything. It was a very fun game. Also, I have some really cool content on my channel right now. I'm doing my quest for the Quarter Quell 2014. I have some old quick clips, some montage clips, as well as I'm just putting out all these videos and stuff. I'm gonna try to do some kit reviews in the near future. I'm trying to get a hold of Bad Boy Halo and talk with him. He's a hard man to reach though. I know he's very busy, so I'm still trying to get in contact with him, but eventually I hope to get something set up where I can start doing some kit reviews again and get those on my channel and put them on MCPVP as well. So hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I'll see everyone next time. Peace.